YouTube? I am NintendoMan64, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we finished our charter on the SSN, took down baggage once more. Nidorina evolved into Nidoqueen. That means Big Mama has reached her fullest potential. Well, not extremely fullest just yet. And we also got the HM for Cut, which we taught to Meowth. Now, there is a particularly good reason why I have brought Abra out and put Pidgeotto back in the computer. You will want this Abra if there is a special Pokemon you can acquire on this route that is really useful. And if you want this Pokemon, I highly recommend you do this. I saw that item there, we'll be getting it later. But first things first, we gotta welcome you to Diglett's Cave. Diglett's Cave is home to 2 new Pokemon. Hopefully we'll be able to encounter both of them. And Diglett! Diglett is the Pokemon that we can find here. Diglett is a pure ground type. It is called the Revenge Killer for a specific reason. It is fast, and it hits really hard, but its defenses are garbage. So basically, it'll be out there for a one-and-done Pokemon team, unless, of course, you've raised it enough so it's at a ridiculously high level. Or it's basically just like, trying to regain my train of thought here. Or you're battling electric types, because if you did not catch a Nidoran and evolve it, or Geodude at this point, or a Sandshrew if you're playing Leaf Green, this is definitely the Pokemon to get. I have nothing but nice things to say about Diglett. Would I recommend it as a total pure package member of your team? No, I would not. It certainly has its flaws, I will say that. You can catch Diglett's evolved form in here, and it's a little risky to wait around and wait for it because it is at a really high level, so if you really want to catch it, you want to go in here with a bunch of repels and run around looking for it, because repels only repel weaker Pokemon than what you have. So as you can see here, nothing came up. And Diglett's Cave is pretty long, so we will be going back there, so I will look for Dugtrio for you guys. But look where it brings us back. It brings us back to Route 2. All the memories, right? Now, you may want to cut through here and go right back to Pewter, because there was a bush in Pewter City that leads to something interesting. But we're going to worry about that in a moment. First things first, you want to go into this house. Now, in this house, you can talk to this kid over here who's playing on his Game Boy. He's going to offer to make you a trade. I'm looking for the Pokemon Abra. Want to trade for one for my Mr. Mime? This is a trade that if you're looking for a Psychic type and you don't want to just wait around for Kadabra to evolve, this is a trade you really want to do. Mr. Mime is a special sweeper. Maybe not as potent as a special sweeper as Abra's line ultimately becomes, but it is definitely a good one. It's at its peak form of evolution, so it's going to be at its best evolutionary stats immediately. It's a pure Psychic type. Its best stats are special defense and speed, but it does have very good special attack. And unfortunately, it is the only Mr. Mime you can obtain in this game unless you trade. So you're not going to be able. You're going to have to deal with that dumb nickname right there. But you can look at the Pokemon. Is Mr. Mime really worth it? For me, no, because I have another Pokemon in mind that can do a similar job that I might use. But as you can see here, right off the bat at level 8, it's got stats in the 20s, so that's definitely good. Usually it takes a Pokemon a while to get stats into the 20s. Hell, Meowth has only 1 stat in its 20s, and it's 2 levels higher. Is Mr. Mime worth it in the long run? Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, right off the bat, it knows Barrier, which raises defense, and Confusion. Definitely a Pokemon that's worth it. For me, personally, though, I can't really see myself having a spot for it on my team. Mostly because I think I could actually use it. The problem is, that would mean I'd have 4 of the 6 members on my team already, which would mean I would have to give one of the other trainers, one of the other Pokemon on my team, the boot. So it'd either be Larxene or Meowth, and I need Meowth to be an HM slave, so yeah, unfortunately we're gonna be I'm not gonna be using Mr. Mime. I may decide to in the future, and I may just be like, you know what, screw it, because it is a very good Pokemon to have. But personally, I don't see myself using it in the future. The more important thing on this route, though, is this guy, Professor Oak's aide. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokedex has complete data on 10 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. Professor Oak entrusted me with HM05 for you. So Mikey, let me ask you, have you gathered data on at least 10 kinds of Pokemon? I have. You have caught our own 29 kinds of Pokemon. And that gives us HM05, which is Flash. We gain the ability to use this move after we beat Brock in Pewter City. Flash lights up even the darkest of caves and dungeons. It also lowers accuracy during battle. Is it a TM that's worth it? Hell no. But Meowth can learn it, so that's why I have Meowth. Meowth is the HM slave of the year. Actually, Mr. Mime could learn it too. Unfortunately, like I said before, HMs are very hard to get off of a Pokemon, so if you want to teach a Pokemon an HM, make sure it's going to be an HM they're going to use. Flash and Cut really are not the best HMs in the game. You'll get better ones later. I don't know. I'm really thinking about using Mr. Mime now. I mean, I've used it before, but I've never really used it extensively. And I haven't really been using Larxene that much. And we got all the items down here, because this would just lead back to Viridian. It is a quick route to Viridian. Oh my god, am I seriously thinking about kicking Larxene off the team? We're, what, 12 episodes in and I'm already doing this? I'm already giving a Pokemon the boot? This is so unbecoming of me. But to hell with it, I think I'm gonna. I really think I'm gonna. Did I seriously just kick Pikachu off my team? You bet your ass I did. I am going to use Mr. Mime. This is a complete spur-of-the-moment choice, which means I now have 4 of the 6 members I want on my team right now. Which means I am going to be omitting a Pokemon from my team. That's gonna suck, but you know what? I realized the way my team is constructed, one of the Pokemon I had could do the job of two of them, and another is a water type, so I'm not gonna get rid of that water type, obviously. But as you can see here, there is a bush here by the museum, which you can cut. And if you're looking to complete the Pokedex, you really want to do this. Well, you can talk to one of these two guys. One of these two guys could teach your Pokemon the ability Seismic Toss, which is useful, but not incredibly useful. It'll do damage based on what your level is. Do I think it's worth it? Hell no. Shh! Listen, I need to share a secret with someone. I think that this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be a shattering scientific breakthrough if Pokemon could be resurrected from it. But my colleagues just ignore what I have to say. So I have a favor to ask. I want you to get this examined at a Pokemon lab somewhere. Okay! Another spur-of-the-moment thing. We're getting Old Amber, which does contain Pokemon DNA. I will not be explaining those Pokemon. I'll be going in depth on the 2 Pokemon we have immediately. Once we get the ability to revive them, of course. I'm not going to do it right then and there, because that'd just be crazy. But wow, I cannot believe I just chose Mr. Mime as a spur-of-the-moment thing. I mean, seriously, I did not intend to use Mr. Mime through the start of this playthrough. In case you're wondering, I just omitted Pinsir, which is a very interesting bug-type Pokemon from my team. Which means my team is going to suck defensively outside of Nidoqueen and Clefairy. But, hey, what are you going to do? Let's see. Let's look at these defensive stats. And Clefairies aren't even that good in comparison, but you know what? It's okay, I guess. And Mr. Mime's defense doesn't look too bad. I mean, it is at level 8. It's several levels behind, so it could be pretty decent. And Pidgeotto, I'm not worried about you. So we're not going to worry about that. You know what? I think I'm going to be able to make good use out of this. So while we're down here, let's start looking for that last evolved form. I really don't want to spoil it right now. I probably just did, but who cares? I'm going to look for it, so hopefully we'll be able to find it. Hopefully we will be able to find it. It would be real nice if I could find it. Damn it, the repel wore off. I need it to replenish itself quickly, or I will not be able to find this Pokemon. If I reach the end of the cave before I can find this, alright. Alright, I'm gonna cut off screen and then I will look for this Pokemon off screen, so if you'll excuse me. Not 2 seconds after I turn it off, we find Dugtrio! Level 31! Right off the bat, this thing is the most powerful Pokemon, or the most powerful Pokemon you can possibly think of. I mean, it's 8 levels higher than Bulbabutt right now. That is just insane. What we basically want to do is we would like to catch this thing. I mean, it'd be amazing if we could. What we're gonna do, oh damn it, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Well, the good news is I have Pidgeotto to be able to withstand it. So what I want to do is hopefully Bulbabutt can live. And he did. Nice job. He's doing Daddy proud. And I'm gonna have to take a break for a second. I will continue the episode, but just a brief moment. What I want to do is I want to use Hyper Potion, heal Bulbabutt. Now you're gonna use Mud Slap to weaken my accuracy, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get the HP back. That's what matters. And hopefully I can catch you. I do have that Great Ball that I can use. Dugtrio does not have a very low catch rate. It's just that it's just a little tricky to be able to catch. And I really don't want to have to use a Pokeball to catch this thing. So let's see. Nice! Nice, 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 nice. That's actually 30 Pokemon caught. Not bad. And we have an awesome Pokemon that if I didn't have Nidoqueen, I'd probably be using to take out Lieutenant Surge. I like this team. I'm liking the way this team is assembled. We did a good job. Okay. I will join you guys in a minute. There's something I have to do for a couple minutes, so I will join you guys in a moment. And we will be battling these trainers over here to get some more experience. So, when that happens, thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry this has been a quick episode. I'm NintendoMan64. Join me next time when we get to take on these trainers to the right of us. Until then, sayonara. Yeah, it's gonna be part 1. Who cares? 2 episodes today. Ha 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 ha!